What is up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is Poor Dads, Poor Ways. In January of 2022, I finished up our rustic style 1,660 square foot home for just under $55,000. Here are the 5 things that helped me accomplish that. Number 1, we bought a portable sawmill. The year before we decided to start building our home, straight line winds had knocked down a bunch of timber in our area, so there were a surplus of logs. It was at that point that we decided that this would be the route we would take. So in 2020, I bought a Wood-Mizer LT35 HD. I come from a forestry background, so I knew a little bit about the industry, and I already wanted to purchase a sawmill. I had been infatuated with them since I was 10 years old. It all made sense at the time. It was challenging to get the hang of, but after a period of time, getting used to the mill, I was able to produce some good, usable lumber, and the stack started to build up. I had tall bunks of 1x4s, 2x4s, 2x6s, 5/4 tread boards for the porches, 4x6 beams, and even 2 6x12 beams that I used to span across the ceiling of our open living room and kitchen concept. I had milled so much lumber that I had more than enough to build our home, so I sold some. The lumber market was sky high at the time, and I could sell it and make a profit, and that profit went towards paying for the home. This one thing is what allowed us to build our home for the amount that we did, but it was the most taxing and the most challenging part. Instead of just purchasing lumber at a big box store, we skidded logs. We cut lumber every weekend. We stacked the lumber. We had to let it dry. It was very rewarding, and it paid off in the end, but it was the hardest part of the whole build. Number 2, I used YouTube and other resources to learn the necessary skills to build our home. I had some building experience, but not to this scale. I had built a 12x20 cabin on our property. I built my tool shed. I built some deer blinds, some side sheds on our property, but nothing the size of our house. I watched many hours of YouTube and read many articles that taught me how to frame, taught me electrical, taught me the plumbing construction of our home. I was able to take what I had learned from other people on YouTube who had much more experience than me and build our home. YouTube was an invaluable tool for me during that process. Number 3, we did all the work ourselves except for 2 things. Not only did we mill every board for the home, but we put it all up from top to bottom. We did the foundation, the framing, the roofing, the plumbing, the electrical, and all the finish work. There isn't an area around my home that I can't close my eyes and go right to. I literally know it inside and out, top to bottom. The only 2 things that we didn't tackle ourselves was the heating and air system, and I had a guy come in and spray the exterior walls with spray foam. We could have done that ourselves, but the price that he gave us was too good to pass up. Number 4 is a big one also. I stayed within my capabilities. I looked into many things that I thought I wanted to do in our home and ultimately decided to go another route. I passed on a slab. Instead, I used a pier and beam foundation where I set pads and stacked blocks and filled them with concrete to set the subframe on. I had a little experience with drywall, and it was not good. So we decided to mill the lumber for our walls. We cut a bunch of 1x12s. We planed each one. We bought a rabbiting bit and a router table and rabbited each side to where the boards would lap on the walls like a shiplap style wall. We also used corrugated metal for the ceilings. Since we weren't going to use any drywall, we went with something that we could do and that we liked the way it looked with the shiplap style walls, and we loved the way it turned out. Speaking of metal, I had a good bit of metal roofing experience, so I already knew that that was the route that we were going to go for our roof. Our house is all electric. I had some plumbing experience, but I didn't want to mess with plumbing gas lines. Number 5, we had help. We were blessed with family and friends that were willing to help us when we needed it. My father-in-law helped so much. He has a lot of experience in house construction and helped in most of the phases of the construction of the house. One of my good friends is an electrical engineer, and he helped me with the electrical plans for the house. Numerous other friends and family took time to help when we needed it, whether it was with expertise or just coming out and carrying supplies for us. We had people show up to bring food and drinks, but we had so many people that supported us through it all, and we greatly appreciate it. Another special person that I want to give a shout out to and really thank and just say that I'm thankful to God for is my wife. Without her understanding and support throughout this whole process, we couldn't have done it. Not only did she work just as hard as I did, but she was very understanding about what we wanted versus what we were capable of doing in our house. It made the process much easier, and I couldn't be more thankful for her. So that's it, guys. Those are the 5 big things that helped me build our home. If you have the desire to build your own home, you can do it. You may not do it the exact same way that we did, but you can do it. Take the time to plan. Evaluate your skill sets. Take stock of the resources that you can tap to make it happen, whether it be friends or family or YouTube, or just do your homework. Find the fit for you, but you can do it. Make that dream come true with what God has given you. That's it for this time, guys. Leave your questions and comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. God bless.